Welcome to week number 8 of our top 10 Monday morning quarterback clips hosted by Victor Sanchez.
Welcome to week 8 of our Commissioner's Top 10 Plays. This week we'll be looking at some mechanics, we'll be looking at some blindside blocks, and we'll be looking at some holds and defensive pass interference. Let's start off with our first play this week. We're going to have a free kick, and we're going to see this returner. He actually catches this ball with his knee on the ground, so this should be a dead ball. We missed this. Both our line judge and our referee have a look at this. Our umpire could possibly have a look at this, but that's on the other side of the field. But nobody's threatened as far as blocking at this point, so go ahead and sneak a peek at that, take a look, and make sure we get this if this ball is caught with a knee on the ground. Nonetheless, we're going to let this play run through, and we're going to see that we're going to get a movement again, and I feel again we are moving way too much on these plays, and we're going to end up getting ourselves kind of in a bad spot. Our line judge at the top is in a good position to look at that block. We have our referee moving up the field, which understandably he needs to, and he has look up the middle. We have our umpire coming onto the field. We'd rather have our umpire stay off the field, but he would have a look at this block and ready to set up there. And then we have our line judge who's moved past the 45, ready to look at that block. And we're moving too much on this play, and we're going to see that we're going to get caught out of position. So as this play develops, you're going to see this runner get up the side of the field. And then at the bottom, you can see our line judge now is trailing the play. Our umpire is right behind him. But at this point, we do a good job of catching this foot out of bounds. You can see that left foot on the white right there. And we're going to kill this play properly right here. Now, here's what I would suggest on a play like this is you can see right now our official is killing the clock and facing in, basically looking at air. And we have a bunch of action going down the sideline. We got players in the opposite bench. I would suggest you drop your beanbag and continue to dead ball officiate and move up the field and make sure that nothing bad happens. That spot isn't going to go anywhere, and it's always a good idea to dead ball officiate, drop your beanbag, we come back to that spot. But really good job here of getting this out of bounds spot. We should have killed this play before it even happened, but since we didn't, we did a decent job here of making sure we got the out of bounds spot, and then we have to continue to officiate after the play is over. Play number 2, we're going to have a couple of blindside blocks, and we're going to look at positioning. This is a 4-man crew, so we want to make sure that we are trying to cover as much as possible, and I think we can get some of these fouls if we're just looking in the right places and standing in the right places. We'll go ahead and let it run. We're going to have a punt. We're going to see this ball is caught right about the 20-yard line, and we can see our line judge is really out of position on this play. You can see he is ahead of the runner. We would much rather that this line judge be behind the runner so he can have a look down the field as opposed to back against the field where he can't really officiate any blocks. As you can see, if he'd be behind it, this block is going to come up. If he was behind the play, he'd be able to get this. Our backside head linesman also can have a look at this. It's a long way to come for this, but really there's nothing else to look at except this block coming, and we miss a blindside block there. Then as we head up the sideline, granted we don't have someone right on the sideline on this side, but our umpire's in a good position to see this next block happen. You can see the arrow pointing at this return player, and he's going to execute a marginal blindside block there. If we passed on that, I think we'd be okay, but we want to be able to see that and know what happened. And then again, our line judge is just too close to the play. We're too close to plays. Keep your distance on these. Make sure you're behind the punt returners so that way you can see upfield and see blocks develop as opposed to being ahead of the runner and all you're looking at is a runner that is not helping anybody. Positioning so key on scrimmage kick plays. Play 3 is just an overall good job of officiating on a running play. We're going to look at this crew, work this play very well, and pass on what looks like a hold, but is actually just an overpower block. Let's start off first by bringing our attention to this player. We want to look at the block he's going to make, but we're also going to talk about our positioning and responsibility on this play. As this play develops to the right, you're going to see about right here, everybody's looking where they're supposed to look. We have our head linesman looking at the block by his key inside. We have the back judge looking at the outside block by his key. And then we have the referee looking at this lead block by number 30, which we wanted you to look at. So everybody's looking in the right places. Our umpire's in a great spot to clean up from behind. And we're going to see this block happen, and I'm going to rewind it for you. So I want you to take notice of this block. This looks like a hold, but really this is an overpower. The feet of the defender are never taken away. He's just put on what we call roller skates and pushed back. So good job not calling a hold on this play. That is the correct no call for offensive holding. And then we're moving slow with purpose. Our back judge is at the goal line, ready to rule on touchdown. Our head linesman isn't in a rush to get up the field, moving nice and steady, looking at blocks. Very good job of officiating on this play. Excellent mechanics, excellent vision, and excellent correct no call on that potential hold right there. Good job. Play number 4 involves a blindside block that is not called during this play. Want to bring your attention to number 7 right here. We're going to see him execute a blindside block against the linebacker whose focus is on the running back in the backfield. This is a blindside block. Who can get this foul? Well, this is the back judge's key, and if the back judge is working inside out against this formation, he should pick this up, as well as our head linesman. There's really nothing else to watch on this play. So our head linesman should have a look at this. So we need to get this foul. Look for the player going across the grain, the fish swimming upstream, the man running up the street with the brick in his hand. You want to see and look for things that don't fit in with the play. And usually there may be something bad at the end of that. So we missed this blindside block. But I do want to call attention to the mechanics of our line judge here. Nice and easy pace. Not too hard, not too in a hurry to get up the field, and then comes in and gets a dead ball spot right there. Just a really good job of officiating. We would like to have picked up this foul, our back judge or our line judge, but after that, they do a really good job of just officiating at a calm, easy pace, keeping plenty of distance, and then getting the dead ball spot. So good job at the end of this play, guys. Clip number 5 this week is a correctly called blindside block by our back judge, and just a good job of mechanically of working inside out. Our back judge has the key at the bottom, and so the back judge is going to work inside out from tackle. He's going to end up picking up this block by actually this slot receiver on this formation. So just a really good job here. We're going to see him come inside, execute a blindside block on the linebacker. We see our flag come in from the back judge. Now the flag's in the wrong spot, so we definitely want to readjust that flag. But just a great job of making sure that we're working the way we ask you to, working inside out. Takes him right to that block. Good job on this play. Our next play involves a defensive pass interference foul. And the mechanics on this are really good. We just don't make the call. But let's take a look at this receiver here in the slot. You're going to see him highlighted in our head linesman at top, this is his key. I don't know if there's a back judge on this play, if this is a 4-man or a 5-person crew. If there is a back judge, then the back judge can probably help with this call. If there isn't, then this is all on the head linesman. So let's just take a look mechanically. This is his key. And take a look at the eyes of the official as this works. He takes a few steps down, which is okay, and then he stops. He realizes that action is going to happen, and he stops and he's looking at the play. So good job to not be moving on this play. Good job to be still and see the action. What we miss here, though, is a clear defensive pass interference foul. That ball is thrown to the outside, and that defender plays through the back of the receiver and doesn't allow him to get to the ball. We would like this for a defensive pass interference foul. But mechanically, we are in a good spot to officiate this. Back judge, if you are on this game, you can come in with information. You should be able to see that foul as well, and you should be down on that. We just didn't get the foul, and sometimes we do miss them. But mechanically, we're in good spots right here, and I really like that our head linesman is not moving at the time that he needs to be looking at the action. Our seventh play today involves 5 in the backfield. You can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the backfield. Number 5, number 32, number 33, and then another player with a 30 number and what looks like another player with a 20 number. So this is an illegal formation. It's a live ball foul. We're close to the goal line, so this puts the offense at a tremendous advantage. So we want to make sure that we get this foul anywhere on the field, but on the goal line, it's live ball foul. Get the flag down, and then let the play out, and then give the defense their options here. Play number 8 today involves the momentum rule and a philosophy that we'd like you to execute when it comes to momentum and balls intercepted or recovered by the defense inside the 1 yard line. We're going to go ahead and let this play through. We're going to get an interception very close to the goal line. And you're going to see we probably should make this a touchback just because it's so close. So we're going to see this defender at the top right here. He's going to make an interception. We're going to see him come down right about at the goal line. So if we rewind it, we're going to see him come down, and right there, is he at the half-yard line, the quarter-yard line? Is he on the goal line? He's entitled to momentum, which means he gets the spot where he intercepted the ball if he ends up in the end zone on his own momentum. But at this point, it's just too close. So we don't have anybody down the line. So we really should just make this a touchback. Now, if he intercepts it at the 2, clearly at the 2, or if he intercepts it clearly at the 1, and it's a no-brainer that that's where the ball should be, go ahead and put it there. But something this tight, let's make it a touchback. Let's give him the ball at the 20, and let's not put him in too difficult of a position. You can see right here, our back judge looks like he's getting ready to spot that at about the half-yard line, which is too technical. Again, make life easy. If it's that close, make it a touchback. If it's clearly outside the 1 yard line, put it at the 1, put it at the 2, put it where it's at. Play number 9, we have a potential illegal man downfield foul, and this is a tough foul to get. If you are in the correct position, you still have a lot to process. It's a 2-step process. So we're snapping what looks to be right about the 22 yard line. So we're looking at the 24 as our expanded neutral zone. We're going to look at our right guard. He's going to definitely get across this expanded neutral zone when the ball is thrown. Our line judge is in a good position, holding the line nice and steady. We see the ball's released, and we can see that our right guard is already at the 25 yard line as that ball is released. So he's definitely downfield illegally. This is a 2-step process, so we'd want to take a look, make sure that our player is illegally downfield, and then look back. And if the ball is still in the quarterback's hand, then chances are we have a foul once he throws it. If the ball's already in the air, then pass on it. Use that 2-step process. Look back, find the ball. If you have a player illegal downfield, if that ball's already in the air when you look back, do not throw your flag. You missed it. If the ball's still in the quarterback's hand, then you're just waiting for the quarterback to throw it, and you know you have an illegal player downfield foul once that ball goes in the air. So this is a tight call. If you called it, we probably could support it, but right now, we didn't call it, and I think we're okay with passing on this one. It's just really tight. Play number 10 has to deal with mechanics and dead ball officiating. We want to start off by talking about our line judge and the movement here. We've been preaching and continue to preach, and we've seen some examples of not moving when you didn't have to today, so we've been learning from that. But here we start moving too soon. He's already moving upfield, and then we're too close. So we move too soon, now we're too close to a play, and then we're going to see this player back here come and execute just a dead ball push in the back. Our umpires should be dead ball officiating and should be able to see this. Our line judge, if we were deeper, we might be able to get this, but we're too focused on the spot. So keep your distance on this, but umpire, you need to be able to pick up this foul. This is an unnecessary roughness foul after the play. We need to be able to flag this foul. Dead ball officiating is so important in our game. Typically we miss these because we're watching the ball, and we really don't need to ball watch on these types of plays. We need to dead ball officiate.
Thank you for watching week number 8 of our Top 10 Monday Morning Quarterback Clips with Victor Sanchez.